What is up, all of you awesome and amazing people on YouTube? Good Malo here, coming at you with another exciting video. So I am at the Valley Forge Trail Camp. The river is down that way. It's flowing. It's just kind of interesting to kind of get to. Anyways, this is back at camp, right? So this would be, I guess, your easternmost campsite, right? East to west, easternmost campsite. The one that's basically at the bottom of the, what is it, Rincon, Red Box, Truck Trail, Fire Road, whatever, which is closed to cars but open to pedestrians and bicycles. I think you can drive a car through there. You just need like special permits, and you got to go to the forest ranger and tell them when you're going, where you're going, all that good stuff. But anyways, this is basically an overview of one campsite. So you got a fire ring, you got a long table. That's like a good 8-footer, 10-footer table. And then as you come around, plenty of places to put tents. Like if you're tent camping, this is a very pretty spot. If you're hammock camping, I guess you could put some hammocks in here. Let's see what, you'd kind of be suspended, but you get the idea. There's a little drop down there. But this is that. There's some little washout from whatever, I guess the last rainstorm was. What was up here? Hurricane Hillary was up here. So it's September. Right now it's September 2023. This tree kind of came uprooted, which kind of sucks, because I guess you could have put a hammock here if you wanted to. But anyways, you've got all this nice grassy area. There's your fire ring, some fallen wood. I'm glad at least somebody left this for the next person. And if you do come up here, try to do the same thing. Try to gather some firewood. Use some of it, leave some of it for the next person that's coming through. But there's your big table. And then bathrooms. You've actually got bathrooms up here. Oh my God. Okay, let's go check those out. This is a small distance, by the way, if you're curious. This is about like 6 feet, maybe 7 feet or so. Now this distance is a little more like hammock camping. Here you're talking like a good maybe 18 feet between these two trees. So if you're curious about doing some hammock camping, there you go. There is another, is this a fire ring? I think this is another fire ring over here. Well, one that was built out of rocks anyways. So there you go. There's the remnants of it. I guess the grate got rusted out. But, you know, still usable if you just want a fire ring, all that good stuff. So let's go to the bathrooms. There's actually men's and women's bathrooms, and there's 2 of each. I'll show that here in a second. Here's another view of those 2 trees. So give or take around, what is that? 18 feet, I'd say, maybe between the 2. Here's what the upper looks like. There's the lower. If anybody's taking notes. By the way, now's a good time to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when these videos come out. So here, there's a little pathway, right, a little bit overgrown, but there's your 2 bathrooms. Right, men's is here, women's is over there. You got some trees, some shrubbery. Here's a fallen tree. Somebody's got an axe or a saw. They want to turn this into Swiss cheese, put it in the fire. Good idea. So I just saw a lizard crawl through here. But here's your men's, right, men's bathroom. Let's get a nice little whitey shot of that. So it's basically a wood structure. The flies down here are buzzing, by the way. September 2023, keep that in mind. So let's open the door. There's your toilet. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. What does the sign say? The sign says, please help keep toilet clean, yada yada, closed door, notify attendant. Of course, there was no attendant. But you got some toilet paper. That's a good thing. Right, now let's lift the lid on this. What am I going to find in there? There you go. Let's go to this side. So here's another bathroom. Right, this one doesn't have any toilet paper. These toilets are not very well maintained, but you know, if you clean up some cobwebs, whatever's in there, I do not want to explore whatever's in there. Okay, so then you've got the women's. Let's go to the women's. Here's your billboard, kind of faded. Welcome to your national forest. It's got a whole bunch of stuff about campfires. This is probably the part everybody wants to read. Obey restrictions on fires. Something got scratched out, maybe limited or prohibited at certain times within campgrounds and on other recreation sites. Build fires only in the fire rings. Stoves, grills, fireplaces provided for that purpose. Keep flammable materials away from campfires. You are responsible for keeping fires under control. Be sure your fire completely extinguished before leaving. If that makes any sense. So there you go. So there's that if you all want to take a screenshot of that. Okay, then you've got your rattlesnake sign, which is something you definitely want to keep aware of out here. There's your non-venomous snakes, also called, what are they called? Racer snakes, race runners, something like that. Then there's your typical rattlesnake that's in this area. Pets must be leashed. So apparently you can bring your dog down here, or your pet, you know, orangutan. I don't know if that's even a thing. No garbage service, so you do have to pack out what you bring in. Okay, looking over here again. So that's where we came from, right? That's where that's where one picnic table was. Okay, then you've got this. This is the women's restroom, right? Let's check these out. Got some stuff on the ground. Is that a vertebrae? Oh, that is a vertebrae. Whatever the heck that was, that's a big friggin' vertebrae. I don't even want to, I don't even want to go there. Anyways, this one apparently does not have a lock. Am I going to find a bear in here? No. Okay. So you have toilet paper. There's your toilet. A little bit cleaner looking, I guess. Okay, same kind of setup. You got a vent in there. Thank God to get some airflow. But there are a couple flies, but it's not bad or anything. Okay, then this one, a little bit cleaner again. I guess the women's gets used more than the men's do. Or the guys are using the women's. I don't know, whatever works. It does have toilet paper. There you go. There's that. There's some trash. But yeah, what a vertebrae right there. I mean, that looks like a big animal, whatever that is. If anybody knows what that is, comment in the comment section down there below. Let me know. Okay, so we're back on trail, right? You've got a nice decent hill that comes into that, whatever you want to call that, creek ravine of where the river is, where the water's flowing. You can hear it. ASMR action going on. Okay. Then you've got a nice little wide open space over here that's kind of overgrown. Let's explore. I'm trying to look at the ground, make sure there's no venomous snakes. I mean, I'm laughing, but I'm also serious. I just want to make sure I don't get bit by anything. Okay, so here's this area now. You've got another huge tree with some fallen limbs. I do not see, oh, so there's one table and there's another table right behind it that are about like a good distance, maybe. Let's see if I can make it through here. There you go. So you got two nice tables. And actually, I think the road, see the Rincon Road comes through here. I think it's a little further back than the tables, but it does come through here. So at least you're close to the road. See, and then there's a shot of the table that we just came from when we started out the video. This table's huge. It's got to be like, my guess is like 16 feet, about 16 feet long. So definitely something happened at Valley Forge back in the day. If anybody knows, comment in the comment section. Even I'm kind of curious about what the history was. Was this like a working camp? Was this a, like some kind of military training facility? Valley Forge, go figure. So there's this tree in the middle that's kind of dying, or has dead branches on it. And then you've got one path that'll take you that way. And then you've got another path that'll take you this way. So let's go this way and then we'll come back the other way. So as we go through, there's some pine cones. Right. Okay, so here's some kind of marker. Let's see what this was or is. Looks like maybe a hitching post. Does anyone know what that is? It's about a foot tall, sticking out of the ground. It was used to tie down something or hold something. Anyways, you get the idea. Those are for the horses, cattle, I guess. I think was what somebody told me. Let's check these out. It's a lot shorter than I was expecting it to be. Like I've seen pictures of this place, and these things look like they're waist high, but they're not. They're maybe like 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the ground. But there is water in there from who knows where. I'm imagining from the last rainfall. Is that even possible? Because I don't think there's a pump or anything. Maybe at one time, let's see. Maybe at one time this was like a cistern. That's my guess. So this is probably a cistern with like a pump, and then the water went into the well. But they cemented it, right? They cemented it over because I guess maybe people were going in there. It wasn't supposed to be going in there. Well, anyways, there you go. There's your water station for some cattle, maybe when this was a working camp. So then this is the road. This is the road that goes back to the bathrooms and to the river. But let's go this way. I want to show you all what's up here. So up here you've got like another little spot. So there's the Rincon Road back there, right? It goes from Red Box up that way down. At this point it goes down to the West Fork Trail Camp, and then eventually to Devore, and then eventually I think it continues on. There's maybe a few other spots, and then eventually it continues on to like where Azusa Canyon area is, like the 39. But there's this huge area here. I would say from this tree to like this area is probably a good, oh, it's got to be at least like 40 or 50 feet. So a nice little open area. And then you've got this other campsite up here with a table. I mean, technically anywhere here is campsites. Back there I think is like hitching posts for some horses. Those pipes look old, maybe from the 50s, 60s, maybe even before, who knows. But here you've got another firing table and another table. So I'd say in essence you really have like 2 main campsites here, and then got a whole bunch of cool stuff. There's your fire pit, there's your table, here's your other long table. This table's a little shorter. This one's maybe like a, what is that, 6.5, 7 feet, maybe 8 feet, I guess. This one back there is another one of those like 10, 12 footers, something like that. But you got some good spots here. I guess I don't want to go in there. It might be poison oak, but between this tree and this tree, I guess you could also hang a hammock. I think I've seen that before, where people have like tied one end of the hammock here, one end of the hammock up there, and then just drooped. But this is more, I'd say this is more like a tent site, you know, if that makes sense. And then your water is down there. The trail, see the Gabrielino trail, it's like right there. So you'd have to cross to get back to from the trail to this campsite or whatever. But here's what it looked from this view. Very pretty up there. I guess you could hang a hammock there. That's huge, though. That's like 25 feet, 22, 25 feet. And you've got a tree here, some dead tree stuff going on. There's more dead tree stuff. Okay, you get the idea. There's a table. Anyways, that is in essence the Valley Forge Trail Camp. There was a sign. I don't know if that sign is still around. Let's see. Oh, there's another firing back there. That's kind of cool. This must have been like some other kind of hitching post or something. Not exactly sure. It's about 2.5 feet tall, like a little bit above the knees, mid-thigh, I'd say. Okay, here there's a little bit of remnants of cement that just kind of dissipates. That's the last little bit of cement, and then I guess it was overgrown. But there's a couple other, who knows what those are, hitching posts or whatever. So here's another firing. This one's actually got a good grill. That's what it looks like now. And then trying to find the sign. I thought there was a sign that said Valley Forge, but apparently not. I think this might have been a car, like car parking at one time. Who knows? No, this is the road. We're back on the road. Okay, so we're back on the Rincon Road. That's what this is. So if you're going to park your car, I guess you would have parked it right there. There's more urging post stuff. So in essence, that's pretty much it. I'm hearing some planes in the distance. High-flying planes. Way up there. Okay, but anyways, you get the idea. Here's where we're at. And let's go this way. So there was your water. There's your thingamajigger. That looks like a tree that got cut. But yeah, I would say if you were going to come here, there's probably, and you're a hammock kind of a person, I would say probably these two really big trees. I mean, those have to be like 4 feet in diameter, give or take. But I would say between these two trees or between those two trees is where you could technically hang a hammock for this campsite anyways. And then as we come back through here, so this path is kind of overgrown a little bit. I don't feel like trudging through there, but let's go back around the bathrooms again. Like I said, now's a good time to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Hit that notification bell. There's this area. Oh, the description. I will put some pretty cool links down below in the description for some pretty cool products and stuff. So make sure to check those out. There's your sign again. There's your bathroom, men's bathroom again. Here's the tree. I had to cross over. Question that might come up, how far is the water? How far away is the creek? It's like literally right there. It's a little bit of bushwhacking to get to it. I guess somebody had gone for this point at one point. I'm wearing shorts today, so I don't feel like bushwhacking. It's too hot. It's like 85 degrees right now down here. 82, 85, somewhere around there. But there was this is the more secluded, I guess, campsite, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, not really a place you'd want to hang a hammock down here. I mean, you could do one of those, what are they called? One wind? You could do like a one wind, like a sitting hammock right here. I mean, that's like 6 feet between these two trees. I guess you could hang a hammock between here and there. That's a good, like 18, 20 feet or so, but wouldn't really recommend it. Let me get back here so I can show you this angle. Down here, I wouldn't necessarily hang a hammock between these trees. There's the ravine that goes down in there. That's like a good 6 foot drop down there. But apparently somebody had, see this like worn out channel? Apparently somebody or something had come through here at one point. And then I guess the tree blocked their path. I think this is the continuation of Gabrielino, or like an offshoot of it. But there you go. But yeah, here's those trees again, so you can see them all. So if you're a hammock camper and you're tuning into this video, those two are about 6 feet apart. These two are about like 16, 18 feet apart. So you could hang a hammock here theoretically, but I think I like the other setup there better. Anyways, that's my video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment in the comment section. This has been Valley Forge, and I will catch you all on the next exciting adventure.